What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video we're doing a drag tune on the Peel Trident. So this car is available from the auto show for about 25k. It used to be a rare car, but like I say, they bought it into the auto show. I would have done it on the Peel P50 because I also have a drag tune on that, but that car's a bit harder to get hold of. I think that's around 4 million in the auction house, whereas like I say, the Trident's available from the auto show. But taking it for a drive first, as you can see, this car is slow. Like, it's actually annoying how slow it is. It just doesn't move at all. So what we're going to do to fix that is build a B700 drag tune. This tune on this drag strip outside the festival, I'm currently in the top 1% of players. I think I'm number 2070 out of 570k or something like that. But getting into upgrading the car, we're going to go on to upgrades and tuning and then find tuning setups. I have shared this tune and I've also shared another one. So there's my gamer tag. We'll search that and then I can also show you the share code. The 6971, I was still in the top 1%, but I was around 3000, whereas the 6991, I dropped to position 2000. So the share code for this tune is 125371824. But I'm going to run through the bits that have been put on the tune anyway, so you don't have to download it if you don't want to. You can just have it yourself and then adjust it how you please. If you do want to download it, then you just press download and install, and it costs 69k. And like I say, that's up there with one of the fastest B700 cars in the game, really. Like, my position's 2070, but the first probably 1,000 people are all modded accounts. Like, they're doing the quarter mile in about 3 seconds in a standard transit van. So getting into the upgrades on the cars, so on the conversions, the engine swaps, we put the inline 4 motorbike engine in it, and then on the drivetrain we put it 4-wheel drive. We also put the turbo kit on it, and then onto the aero, I don't put the front lip on it, but I do put the spoiler on it. Onto the wheels, we put the drag tyres on it, but nothing else. We don't touch anything else because there's just no point. We're trying to make it as light as possible, really. Onto the drivetrain, the gearbox is standard, the driveline's the racing one, and then with the diff we put the off-road diff on it. Now the reason we put the off-road diff on it is because apparently it launches better than the race diff, so that's just Forza logic. Onto the platform and handling, brake discs, we put the max on, anti-roll bars max, the roll cage 2 over, the same as when I normally upgrade a car. We don't put the full cage in because that then puts it into an A class and we don't want that. Then onto the engine, we put the max turbo on it with anti-lag. I don't normally like the anti-lag turbo, but because I'm building this car for drag racing, the anti-lag turbo just brings the boost on a lot faster, as you can see by the little graph at the bottom of the screen. So it should make it faster. And then we just put the racing intercooler on it. Onto the custom tuning, so the tyre pressures are on the lowest they can be on the front and the rear. Custom gearing, I did notice when recording this that 6th gear was the same ratio as 5th, so it does max out in 5th gear, like before red line, so that's why it's like that. But I probably should have just lowered 6th gear a little bit in case it was on a Hot Wheels track with the speed boost or something like that. But moving on to the aero, we put the rear all the way over to speed. Brakes, there's no point touching anything on there, and then just a slight change to the differential. As you probably noticed, we didn't change anything to do with the springs because unfortunately we can't. We could do a stiffening up the rear, but unfortunately we can't. Getting on to painting the car, I'm going to paint it blue, I think, because you just never really see them in this colour. And now that's done, I can show you the run that got me into position 2000 out of 570. Let's go. So we go into the pause menu, go over to the online section and then down into the rivals section, which is the bottom left hand corner. Then over to drag racing, and we're doing the first one, which is the festival drag strip, and then to B700. So that's that run finished. We got a time of 16.297. Let's go back into the pause menu and compare it with everyone else on the leaderboard. So once you're into this bit, you just press Y to change the rival, and then you can compare it to everyone else. If you press the X button or the change filter button, then you can compare it to your friends or the global leaderboard. So as you can see, I'm positioned 2070 out of 549,622. I think earlier I said 570k, I thought that's how many it was, but it was 550k. But even so, we're still up there with the top 1% of players. Now that's done, let's take the car for a drive to see how it actually handles in the open world. Let's go. That's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If it helped you out, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As always, don't forget to leave any comments below on any build videos you'd like to see, and be sure to check in on the next video. I'll see you there.